Hey everyone, it's Thursday, April 23rd, and I want to welcome you to our snack break today. I'm Jen Stone from Source, and I'm going to give you a quick orientation of the webinar tool itself before I introduce our guest today. You're muted automatically, but that doesn't mean that we want to be the only ones doing the talking. You all have access to the live chat where you can send a message or questions to the whole group. If you have trouble with the audio or viewing the presentation, feel free to check the box to send privately. You can test out the chat now by dropping in your favorite emoji or let us know what you're snacking on. Feel free to chat in your questions anytime during the presentation. If we don't answer in real time, we'll make sure that we cover it during our Q&A at the end of the session. Also, after the recording of this webinar will be sent to you after we wrap up the live event. So if you miss anything or if you want to share with a friend, you'll be able to do that. All right, now I'd like to welcome our lovely guest today, Ginny Combs with Wolf Gordon. Ginny is the rep for, hey Ginny, Ginny's rep for Oregon and Alaska. She's gonna show us some new products, including their Stronghold wall liner and Rampart wall protection. Hello, Ginny, great having you join us today.
Hi, thanks for having me. Yeah. Home or this way. It's nice to have you stop by.
Do you have a snack with you, Ginny?
I do. Thank you for asking. It's a Fit Crunch, and it's not. Look, you gotta see it. The package looks like it tastes bad. It is so good, and look.
That looks pretty tasty,
dude. It's only 190 calories. I'm just saying.
Perfect. I got some fresh pineapple. I went on a healthy train today too. So yeah, good times.
Good job.
Yeah.
Do you measure that, or you just like take some pineapple out of a can?
I freshly cut it right before this. So yeah, super fresh.
You're a talent. Okay.
It's like vacation in a bowl.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, and don't forget, drink your liquids, ladies and gentlemen. I always have 2 water bottles with me at all times. So make sure to drink your water.
Stay hydrated.
And if I'm home, I'm just like sitting there all the time, not drinking. See? Gotta wash down that Fit Crunch. Hey!
All right, do you want to tell us a little about your office mates here in these fun photos?
Oh, well, they're right behind me, so you can just see them. I mean, this is Dr. Evil. He's definitely evil. Look at that face. So sweet.
He looks evil.
This is Louie. He's the love muffin, little black face. Vasco's right here. Come here, buddy. There you go. There you go. Say hi. Say hi. And Jackie, she's kind of circling the bowl anyway, but she's kind of Miss Pissy Pants right now, so we'll skip her. Okay. But yeah, so that's my family mate. And I included a picture there because I just thought some of you might need to be reminded of like kind of who you are and what you do. So if you need a bracelet of your own, I now have a way that you can win one because I like to call my animals my little motley crew, which I actually liked in the 80s. I'm sorry, don't judge me. So if you want to win a prize, and we will keep this going for like a week, you can email me. You know what? If you just email me the answer at any point in the rest of my life, I will send you a prize. But you have to tell me my favorite Motley Crue song, and I will give you a hint. So I'm just saying, this is tricky. Does that look like, okay, that's your hint, just saying. So make sure you do that because that's fun. Everybody likes prizes. Okay, ready? Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Let's do it. Here, I'll move the slide for you.
Thank you. Okay, so Raphael, you see there, it's just a great textile. I just kind of picked a couple of the new ones so that you didn't get totally bored with new stuff flying in front of your face. But it's like $29 and no fire retardant in it. I just thought it's a good basic to know that we have added to our collection. I love Riley. It is, well, first of all, look at that. It's just playful and it makes a really good cookie. The cookies are a problem for me, Jen. I mean,
they're delicious cookies. Yeah.
They're ridiculously delicious. So someday I'll bring you a cookie. But new rule is I'm going to duct tape the box when I pick them up. And then I'm just going to leave them duct taped in your office because I ate a dozen the last time. I'm telling you, they're that good. So Riley makes a good cookie, but also it's just beautiful. And it is an indoor-outdoor. And I know a lot of people are asking for those these days. And one new feature on our new website is if you do quotes on the word in the search engine, it will actually go to all indoor outdoor textiles. We have like 400. 400. That's a lot of indoor outdoor. So make sure you use that feature because I think it's really, you could just type red and all the red upholstery, wall covering, everything. So I thought that was cool to share with you. Now don't get mad at me because Riley is $72, but it's worth it. I mean, antimicrobial, mildew resistant, and water repellent. Can't lose. And it doesn't feel awful. It's pretty cool. I think that's it. Next.
Sweet. All right.
Moving right along. La la la. Hey, how about another prize? If you go to the website and you can find an upholstery that's $16.50 and you feel the need to send me the name, I will send you a prize. We only have one that's $16.50 and it's new. So check that one out. That's prize number 2. And just email me the answer. Absolute and Belgrade, which are right there in front of you, are 2 new Rampart patterns. And if you're not familiar, Rampart is a flexible wall protection that has comparable test results to the what we're used to, rigid wall protection. Email me if you have more questions, but basically you can run 80 feet if you railroad it without any vertical breaks, and you can wrap outside corners. It's about $38 a yard, and we now have 12 patterns. So these are 2 new ones, kind of self-explanatory, so we'll let that go. But one thing to add is Rampart is bleach cleanable. So good to keep that in mind these days. And what else? We'll talk a little bit about that later. But let's do a couple wall coverings. I have Wouldn't It Be Nice? Woods are always a welcome look. We can't always use real wood. So I just picked this one. I mean, really, because Tiger King, everybody's watching Tiger King. And that one has like a tiger pattern to it. So I just thought that was funny. And it is got a great dark color there, which the other prize to win is if you email me the Japanese process for burning wood. You know, Chip and Joanna Gaines did it on their floating houseboat on HGTV. Do you watch HGTV, Jen?
You know, not as often as I maybe should try it.
Okay, you probably won't win a prize then. I'm just saying. But no, it's a really great, rich, dark wall covering. I love it. So just for fun, email me the name of that process and I'll send you a prize. And then the next 3 are Mylars. And I like to call that first one Make It Mylar because they thought hard about that name. But it's actually what I like to call the no-issue Mylar. So they actually tested it for 72 hours with adhesive on it. Nothing likes adhesive on it for 72 hours. I don't like super glue on my fingers, right? It just feels weird. Anyway. It came right off. So that's good. Also put standing water on it and wrapped inside and outside corners, and it worked fine. So if you're looking for a high traffic Mylar for a hospitality area that you're a little leery about it, I would recommend that one. And it's $33, so not too bad. You still awake?
I love it.
Walthamstow is the next one. It kind of looks like the inside of a cool old book. Self-explanatory, I get it, but sorry. Some of the ones that are a little shiny, just a little bit, you'll see a little bit of Mylar come through. They're $73. So don't get mad at me. I will mark the tip cards as best I can, but I'm not allowed to touch your tip cards right now, so I feel like I need to let you know these things. Other ones without the little stripe of happiness, like the little metallic-y, is $25. So you got some options there. Then Kabuto, look at that. It's just stunning. It literally, I want to just peel out of it. It just looks like I can get down to the different layers.
That one's my favorite.
I think I have water. But it really looks like deconstructed, like concrete that then they slap some metallic behind it. And it's $26. So the only one you really have to worry about is the Walthamstow. But it's really pretty. So find a little spot for it, would you? I recommend it. Yeah. Next.
What?
What's next? Oh, okay. So The outer two pictures are just glam shots of Rampart, which we just kind of covered a little bit. I love them just showing you the outside corners, and it's kind of hard to see on a computer screen. I can send you bigger ones, but you can see how the ceiling is actually real wood, and it doesn't jump out as, hey, I'm a vinyl. So I feel like that's just it's just a good picture. So I wanted to share the glam shot. And in the middle is kind of an example of how they used Stronghold, which is our new, I'm sorry, Stronghold is our new wall liner. So what's great about it is, say you have a reception desk like the one in front of you, and you just don't like it anymore, or perhaps it's got a 1980s laminate on it, you could actually prime it if it's a slick surface, which would, laminates considered pretty slick. And then you can apply Stronghold to the surface, which is the liner. And then you can put Rampart on it. So basically you can resurface a surface. Wow, that sounded bad, but I think does that make, you get me? Okay, we got you, okay. So you can recover that. And it can be done in about 2 days, where anything else you would have to do, it would not look as good as this. And it would take way more days. So give it a try. Ask me questions if you need to remodel some existing walls or reception desks. I think Stronghold is going to be kind of a new favorite go-to. And if you're like, well, what is it? It's basically plaster. And here, you want to see a piece? It's exciting, and that's why it doesn't matter. 1 and 2. There's only 2. They're not exciting. They're not sexy. So whatever. But one has a jute and one is polyester. So different reasons for different things. You talk to me. We'll get you figured out. But basically, once the plaster is introduced to a source of water, like the adhesive, it basically just bonds to whatever surface. So you can put it on CMU, you can put it on tile, list goes on and on. You're dangerous. Okay. It still makes sense?
Yeah, no, following you is great.
Yeah, this is so much fun. So a great photo of a CMU wall where they actually just ran like a Schluter across, put the Stronghold on top of it, and then put the Rampart, which that's actually a digitally printed Rampart. So we could put source on the side. You know, those old dingy basements in healthcare, it's a great way to update that. Bleach cleanable, should add that as well. And the only other way that they could actually fix that space is that they would have to fur those walls out, which means plywood, sheetrock, and then they have to move the receptacles, the buttons, everything. I mean, then you got to get an electrician in there, and you're just like, ugh. So Stronghold's going to save you literally. Actually, the Lane Bryant's, which is the other glam shot there on the other side, is remodel where they just did the cash wraps. 2 days. 2 days done. I think it was laminate before as well, and they did the prime, put on the Stronghold. The next day they could add the Rampart. So now you're dangerous. Yeah, just let my email blow up. Go. The middle picture there it's just a glam shot of Rampart. I don't have a lot of photos to choose from, but I just like that carpet. I don't know. But you can see on the one side, it's really running a long length, and you don't have those breaks when you start using, as you do with like rigid wall protection. So am I forgetting anything on that one? Let me just look real quick. Oh, the one test as you start looking at wall protection is the hard body test. So please, when you're comparing different products, just make sure you look at that and know if you use high impact drywall, which is only 25 cents. That's not a lot, although I know it's a lot, it adds up. I wish I had a quarter to hold up. I only have a quarter. 25 cents more than regular drywall, and it's 100% recycled. I gotta look because these aren't things in my head yet. And moisture resistant, which regular sheetrock is not. So again, it's a great cost savings, and it takes the Rampart to a level 3, which is your highest hard body impact that you can get. So even when you're thinking if it's a new building or you're reconstructing, putting up walls, I think in any instance, whether you're using Rampart, paint, whatever, I really feel like this high impact drywall is something that should be used more. I don't sell high impact. Nothing to do with it. Don't ask me anymore. That's all I know. Did I make that clear? But I think it's kind of a cool information for you to have. And again, there's so many products out there. I just feel like the one thing, if you remember, is just look at that hard body test and then talk to your reps and make sure you ask the right questions about substrates and stuff, because it does make a difference. You feel smarter?
Yeah, no, that's super helpful.
Little bit? Okay.
Just much smarter.
I wish you could see Vasco. His head is literally on my leg right now. He's just loving hearing your voice, Jen. It makes him so happy. I did forget, as far as the Lane Bryant story, they love the Stronghold. They didn't have to tent anything. There's no dust involved. So that's great. I mean, in retail and also in healthcare, it's kind of required a little bit. So that's the last thing about that one. And then, oh, wait, wait a minute. Jen, you have a question, don't you? Where are you going to ask me where something was made? Sorry, I can't.
Are you ready to move to the next slide?
Oh, sorry.
Here we go. Wonderwood.
Yes. Well, I lost my flag. Damn it. I have an American flag I was going to wave, but I can't find it now. Anyway, made in the U.S. So if you're looking for a wood wall covering, I have it for you, and I will always have it for you. Wonderwood's great. It's actually, it goes up seamless. You don't have to do any trimming. You use 100% of what you order, which is great. And it's in Indiana. So come on, and look at all those new colors. They're awesome. Call me with questions. I gotcha. Or go to the Source website for questions. Or put my contact info or something. Just use them. They have everything on their website. It's all good. I think that is that one.
Is that everything? Yeah. Do you have anything more?
Wait. Well, I mean, there's always things. There's always maybe some house cleaning items, as they would say on My Favorite Murder. I mentioned the new website, so please go check it out, but make sure you log in, just because I said so. And then the filtering, try that out for a little whirl. And then, oh, this is big news. The next time I see you, you will have the option to redo your library with new binders. Look. And look, this is empty, because I can print a label and we can call it heavy texture. We could call it vertical pattern or Rampart, or we can make the library whatever you want. If you don't like magazine holders, don't worry, because I got binders. You don't like binders? Oh my God, I have boxes. Look, and they stack. And if you need a new cat feeder, I got that too. I don't know.
Ginny has you covered. Anything you need.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah, thanks, Ginny. I don't see any questions. Oh, so cute. Thanks everyone for joining us. Quick reminder that a copy of this recording will be sent to everybody who registered right after we wrap up. And then on Monday, we're going to be hosting Armstrong Flooring and PackMat. So you can go to tothesource.com to register for those and watch all of the archive videos there. So thanks everyone. Ginny, this has been wonderful. You're so fun. Thanks so much. See you soon.
Bye.